Charter schools, Bethlehem area school district's worst nightmare. Hi, my name is Sahitya Mandalapu. I'm a senior in Mrs. Erdman's Honors English 12 online class, and this is my Capstone Problem Solution Senior Project. So what is a charter school? It is a school that receives public funds, but it is privately run. According to Pennsylvania's charter school law, the institutions must provide unique educational opportunities not traditionally available. How are public schools similar but also different? According to the National Alliance for Public Charter Schools are similar to public schools in that they cannot discriminate based on gender, race, or social class. They are both funded by the government, including federal, state, and district, and there is no tuition to attend. Charter schools have limited space, while anyone is allowed to attend public school. Charters can be started by parents, businesses, teachers, school districts, while public schools can only be started by the government and school districts. Charter schools can be run by private management companies which make a profit, whereas public schools are managed by their respective district. Charters are supposed to offer a unique education in that they build upon the core academic subjects by creating a school culture or adopting a theme. For example, charter schools may focus on STEM education, performing arts, college preparation, language immersion, or meeting the needs of dyslexic students. The Bethlehem Area School District, known as the BASD, has 3 of these institutions: the Lehigh Valley Dual Language Charter School, the Lehigh Valley Charter High School for the Performing Arts, which teaches students arts that vary from singing, dance, theater, figure skating, to literary and visual arts, and more, and the Lehigh Valley Academy Regional Charter School, which is an international baccalaureate or IB school. IB programs are composed of a research-based method of teaching and learning that incorporates local and national standards, as stated by Lehigh Valley Live journalist Sarah Satullo. For the purpose of this presentation, I'll be focusing on the latter 2. The problems with the charter schools are as follows. The Arts Charter failed to properly bid out contracts, meaning it ignored state laws put in place to protect taxpayers and keep costs down. They awarded the entire construction of their new building to one contractor, who can then hire subcontractors who could potentially charge less than the bid award, and the contractor could pocket the money, said Dr. Roy in an interview. Not only is this sneaky, but it is illegal, unethical, and mars the image of the BASD. Furthermore, the LVA has not aligned its calendar with the districts, so on days when BASD schools are closed, LVA students still need to be transported, which racks up $60,000 in extra costs. Finally, LVA advertises itself as an international baccalaureate school. However, students can decide if they want to take the costly exams or not, earning them the IB diploma. As a result, only 11 out of 50 students were awarded an IB diploma. Since charters must offer opportunities not found in the traditional setting, is LVA genuinely a charter if only 22% of graduates received a unique education? Would these students be better off in a BASD public school? When asked how he would fix the issues, Dr. Roy answered, "In a perfect world, moratorium." Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines moratorium as the suspension of an activity, or in other words, the freezing of opening any new charter schools. Even if the BASD school board voted to freeze new charter schools, their decisions are continuously overridden by the state, so this action would be vetoed. Another solution would be convincing all 2,000 BASD students in charters to return to public schools, which would save the district $15 million. However, convincing 2,000 students and their families is far-fetched, and there is yet a better solution. My solution combines the cohesion of the district and its entities, setting up regular meetings between the school board and that of the charter schools, and ensuring they meet by making monthly public meetings mandatory. They could discuss placing proper bids, aligning calendars, and the best way to provide unique and exemplary education. Being under the watchful eye of the public would ensure transparency and pressure the boards to reach reasonable and ethical decisions. Some may argue that a solution is not necessary, as charters are already at a disadvantage, receiving only 80% of funding that public schools receive. But it is important to keep in mind that charter schools are almost always adopted into districts that are financially stable enough to take on the responsibility. In other words, 80% from a better off school might be substantially more funding than 100% of a struggling district. 80% is a lot when you consider that charter schools don't pay for their own transportation, don't charge for daycare, pay for more free lunches than public schools, and overspend on special education, technology, and hiring management companies. Some argue charters are imperative because they offer special enrichment not found in traditional schools, but the only times they are not offered in traditional schools is when there are budget cuts. These cuts can be attributed to the diversion of expenses on entities such as charter schools, which claim that they need the funds for these enrichments, taking them away from the traditional schools. This creates a vicious cycle that could be avoided with the elimination of charter schools themselves. It is evident that the BASD cannot afford to continue wasting millions of dollars on the black holes that are charter schools. With monthly public meetings, there would be too much oversight to avoid proper bidding out of contracts, and there would be an agreement on aligning calendars and ensuring unique and challenging education. This would preserve ethical and economic practices. In turn, this would reinstate the positive reputation of the district, relieve taxpayers, and return benefits to regular public schools. It is the public's duty to become educated, voice your opinion, and create change for the better to provide the highest caliber of education for our youth. Thank you.